back up on the flight deck to watch flight operations, but I want to be the first to welcome you. Aloha, and we're happy to be here. Yeah. You guys want to take a seat?
Where we are.
Yeah, right now we're about 60 miles southwest of the base. Grab a seat on the couch, make yourselves at home. I'd like to introduce to you Captain Mike Manazir.
How you doing? Okay, wait. Aloha.
Aloha.
Solemn ceremony.
Okay.
It's supposed to be red. Nope. It's silver just like that. And every time an aviator bolters, they take a bolt and they stick it over his chair in the ready room. So congratulations. You have a bolter or bolter. And even though you had absolutely nothing to do with bolter and not getting aboard the first time, I'm still blaming you. You guys were yelling too much, going, woohoo! Scared the pilot and he missed all the wires. Actually, I was in my name's Mike Manazir, I'm the captain. It's really nice to have you aboard. We were in a flag brief with Admiral Miller, who you will meet later on. The airwing commander is a couple chairs down from me, and of course, it's his airplanes. But you all remember coming to Nimitz, and so you will talk about the fact that you went around on Nimitz, and they'll talk about me. So I was kicking him, going, God dang it, And so anyway, you got to experience a bolter, and I'll go return that to the guy who really owns that. But it is one result of a carrier approach, which you will get to witness here in real life. But the most common result, and we actually do a pretty dang good job at the boarding rate, both day and night, is getting aboard and trapping the first time one of the 4 wires using the arresting hook that you did successfully stop with. So you're going to see that today. In fact, we're going to go from here and in a very short order. We'll kit out about half of you and all that stuff. Get on a flight deck, stand about from here to there, an airplane on tension, in tension, taking off, and then we'll also walk you down with their recovering, and then you'll get to watch an airplane recover on one of those wires. The other half will come up and talk to me on the bridge, and we'll stand and kind of watch how flight operations goes from up on the bridge and how we maneuver the ship in order to accomplish that. And then you'll get a chance to run around and do a whole bunch of things for the next 20 hours or so overnight. And if you're having those cookies, they're really good, but we'll work them off of you, so no problem. I'll run you around quite a bit, and you'll get to see a bunch of stuff. But most importantly, you get to talk to our sailors, and you get to see what it takes to be a young American in today's Navy aboard carrier aviation and doing what we do out here. Nimitz is the center of the Nimitz Strike Group. Right now we're operating in your waters. We are about 100 miles to the west of the Big Island, so inside the curve down in the military operating areas to the south and southwest. We're playing full up with a couple of American submarines in an anti-submarine warfare exercise. So they're being the best submarines they can be, and we're being the best anti-submarine killers that we can be. So we're playing in that respect. We're surrounded by other ships in the strike group, 4 destroyers and a cruiser. And they're the ones that provide the surface and undersurface umbrella around Nimitz as we operate in these dangerous waters. Because the other thing we're doing is we're launching our airplanes off to go over and strike targets on land. So CAG-11 airplanes are going to practice their skill sets that we're going to use over in Afghanistan here in just a few short weeks to hone those skills in support of our troops. So they use some of your training areas to be able to do that. When you're standing on the flight deck or watching flight operations, or even what we're doing right now with our ships, it's no different than if we were in the Gulf, North Arabian Sea, or any waters doing real operations against real threats. The airplanes would go off the front, they take bombs with them, leave them with somebody who needs them, and then we come back here, and rearm and work the cyclic operations. So you'll get a chance to see that today. Nimitz is a very flat organization, organizationally. So CO and XO, 17 department heads and 3,000 crew members. When you bring aboard CAG's 61 airplanes and his 8 squadrons, that's another 2,000 people. So it's 5,000 people here in a small city. A couple of nuclear reactors provide steam to turn turbines, and we run. Nimitz is powered by nuclear reactors. These lights come from nuclear power. All it is a different way to boil water. But we don't have to be refueled except once every 25 years. And Nimitz has already been refueled in 1994, and so we're on the second half of her life. In order to manage all of those young Americans, I have a senior enlisted part of the command team, which is Chuck Clark over there in a cool-looking blue jersey. CMC is our senior enlisted advisor, and what he does for me is I create some kind of a vision about where the ship should go, and then he connects it with the crew. And so that the people who do the real work around here understand what the task ahead is. And you'll hear some of that on the 1MC tonight when I talk about what we're doing, as I do every day. Like I said, Admiral Miller is our strike group commander. We're his flagship. I move the ship from A to B, make sure it's fully mission ready. But he tells me where he wants it. And then he coordinates the actions of the ships and other units that are around us. So we're the flagship of the Nimitz strike group. We're going to run you around. You'll see flight operations from the flight deck. You'll see flight operations from the bridge, both day and night. You'll get a chance to tour the ship and talk to the sailors. You'll eat with the XO and the officers tonight in a pretty nice dining room. And then you get up tomorrow morning and go to breakfast with the troops at kind of a buffet line thing where everybody's sitting in big tables and it looks like an elementary school. You're down there and all the noise and people running around, all kind of stuff. You'll see what life's like here on a carrier, and that's the real benefit of your stay. Take pictures and video of anything you want. We'll tell you about 25 times that don't flash when you're on the vultures row at night. It's already hard enough to land at night. But everything else you can take pictures of and ask whatever question comes to your mind. Everything from what does that do to why did you join the Navy, to you like it here, what is it about carrier life, and so you get an idea of basically kind of what life is like out here for people that sign up to do this kind of stuff. We have some extraordinarily high quality people. I think you will be most impressed not only by the complexity of what we do out here, but what the young sailors know and what their motivation is to do what they do. And I think that's what you'll go away with, which is what I really want you to go away with. And when you go to your meetings and rotaries and you know, all those kind of things with other people, you can show your pictures and talk about Nimitz and these young people doing what we do. I do appreciate the fact that you don't often get an aircraft carrier in one operating areas, so it's nice to have you out here and have the opportunity to fill it up. And you're lucky because as this little tropical depression comes this way towards us, you get the full Monty. The group coming tomorrow, we're probably going to run off at the end of the day because I think the 11th is going to be when we're dealing with rain and storms and stuff like this, and so you get a nice visit today. PAO, Public Affairs Officer Jason Salata here is your host for the day. You're going to be assisted by a whole bunch of great people. Petty Officer Wolf takes our pictures, Petty Officer Smolinski over there, make sure the admin is right. Dave Bennett, I always tease him, you're not going to like him very much because he's the guy that runs you around. He takes you to a really cool place and when you're having a great time, he's going to yank you out of there and you go, wait, but he takes you to another really cool place. And so you'll be able to do that. Chief Rivers is running around as well and the staff, but they're going to provide everything you need. They'll take care of your stuff, they'll get into the rooms and show you around so you don't have to worry about a thing. If you have any questions, any desires, even medical stuff, we can accommodate that with you to tell the PAO staff. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a picture over there. So we're going to move this table.